Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video we are doing my February update on my team project pan for 2021. I have my massive box in front of me here. Once again, this past month it was all right. It was all right. I do have a few empties. We have our first empties for 2021 in this project, but not a great deal. We're working through them. We're making progress, and that's the main thing. So without further ado, let's jump on into it. Let's start with the first product being my primer, and that is my Mally Pore Defender. Over the past month, I actually dropped the weight on this one by a fairly decent amount. So I dropped it by 3.08 grams, and I'm starting to get quite like a small, the level's dropping a lot. It's dropped quite considerably from the edge of the pan here, and I have hit pan a few times and then I've like smoothed it out. So I've hit pan a few times on this over the last month, and then I've flattened it back out again, hit pan, like you get it. We're getting there. That's the main thing. There is a total of 13 grams in this product, and I'll have to go back and check how many grams I used last year, but so far I've used about 7 grams from what I can see this year alone. So we're getting there. We're over halfway at the moment, which is fantastic. So excited. I cannot wait to be finished with this product. My 2 foundations, and I didn't make very much progress on these ones this month, like so little that I didn't bother marking them because they've only dropped like a tiny little bit. I had about a fortnight off work this past month, just on holidays, so I wasn't really wearing a lot of makeup during that time, and when I was wearing it I wasn't using these guides. I've kind of designated these as foundations that I wear on a more lower coverage day, or when I don't really give a shit about what my makeup's gonna look like. So over my holidays, over my 2 weeks, I was doing a bit of filming. I was going out and doing stuff. So when I was wearing makeup, I was wearing a better foundation, one that I knew was gonna last a long time, or one that I knew was going to look good on camera. These guys didn't get touched for probably half of the month, and for that reason I only dropped a small amount on both of these. So the Andalou Naturals, I dropped 6.75 grams. So I think, I don't want to be overly confident, but I feel like this is going to be done in March. And then the NYX Total Control foundation dropped by 1.23 grams. So I definitely won't have this one finished in March, but I want to say maybe I'll be over halfway through it by the end of March. Slow and steady on these two. That always seems to be the case when I have holidays, in terms of like the foundations I have in my project pan, or the products in my project pan, they often get neglected. My Maybelline Fit Me Concealer dropped by 0.82 grams. I did take the stopper out of this one just this past week, so that's why it's dropped by a fairly decent amount, because took the stopper out and I don't remember where I put the stopper. I thought to myself I probably should keep that for weigh-ins, but I totally forgot to keep it, so it's gone. And you know, I'm getting pretty close to having this one done. Like I said last month, I'm not in any rush to get through this one. I'm trying to stretch this one out as much as I possibly can, so I am, you know, using it more sparingly than I normally probably would or used to. So that's why it's taking me a bit longer. But I think considering how much is in the bottom here, I want to say it might be done by the end of March. If not, it'll be very close by the end of March. My NARS Laguna bronzer, I dropped by 0.5 of a gram, so 0.58 of a gram. So over half of a gram I dropped on this one. And I can sense that I'm getting very close to hitting pan. I'm not quite sure how much longer it's going to be. I'm getting a very good dip in this top part of the pan here. I just feel like I can sense that I'm getting very close. I feel that pan is just days away. but it'll probably take like 3 months to hit pan, knowing my luck. I have been using my cream bronzer a lot that's in my Partners in Cream, so this one has been neglected. If I was using this one every single day, I think I would have already hit pan by now, but because that one's taking priority over this, I'm getting a lot less progress on this. But I think if I could continue to use like 0.5 gram each month, I think that's still fairly good progress, because if I did that, I would well and truly see pan by the end of the year, and I think I'd be very close to having it totally finished if I was using between 0.5 gram to 1 gram each month. The next one is actually very, very exciting. I need to get, where did it, it's back over there. I'm just going to show you one side of this. So this is my Stila all over shimmer duo in kitten. So this actually has 2 pans in it, but I recently took one of the pans out of it because it keeps popping out, and I've just magnetized it into my empty magnetic palette that I have my Pan Those eyeshadows in the singles. So can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? I have pan already in a highlighter. I am overjoyed by this. I am so excited. I could not believe that I started with like the tiniest little amount of pan, and it's gradually grown over the month, and I was shocked. I was shocked even when I saw a tiny little bit of pan, and then the area right around the small bit of pan I could see was quite thin. So basically, like every day I've gone in to use this since hitting the initial pan, it's just grown and grown and grown. So I am shocked that I've hit pan on this already. I'm half tempted to put this one to the side and pick up the other color and see if I can hit pan on that one. I'm leaning towards doing that. So seeing if I can hit pan on the darker shade before I go ahead and completely finish this one up. Because I think even though I've got a fairly decent amount of pan on it, it's taken me 2 months of like pretty much everyday use to get to the pan or hitting pan. But that's so exciting. How exciting is that? How freaking exciting is that? Highlighters are impossible to hit pan on. Next we have my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I dropped this one by 9.05 grams, so we're still chugging away at this one. When I shake this, it sounds like it's up around the top of the bottle still, so a long way to go on that one, I think. My brow products, I think that I have made a massive dent on these. So you will see the photo on the screen right now comparing last month's progress to this month. I did cheat. Well, I didn't really have a choice in it, but the Innisfree Auto Eyebrow Pencil, I have cheated a little bit because throughout the month as I was applying it to my brows, I wound it out a little bit too much, and I actually accidentally snapped off a bit of a chunk of it. So it has dropped like probably about double the amount that I used up last month, just purely because of the snappage on the pencil, but that's all right. I still think I've done a very good job at dropping it. Looking at the picture, it's probably about almost a centimeter worth of progress. So thanks to that chunk flying off, it's probably not going to take me a majority of the year now. It's probably still going to be maybe 3 to 4 months on this. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. If I be an idiot again and accidentally roll it up too far, it's probably going to be gone really quickly if I keep doing that. But I'm trying to be realistic with it and not just waste it. My Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. This is the Sculpting Brow Wax. I do not enjoy this product, but I'm trying to use this on a fairly regular basis, like daily. I've been rubbing my brow spoolie into this. So the one on the other end of this brow pencil, I've been rubbing it into it and then brushing up my brows with it. I don't enjoy the effect. I find if I use too much of this, my brows look like that chunky, crusty mess that you can get with some brow gels. I feel like this gives me that. But once again, I've made a fairly decent amount of progress. I want to say that this one will potentially take me maybe another 2 months to get through. I'm really keen on the idea of getting this one completely finished because I'm not a fan at all. Next up, we have our first empty for the month, which is super duper exciting. This is my Michael Todd Pumpkin Rich facial mask, and if you can see on the back here, this is where I was up to last month, and I've gone through it in this past month. I think from the last update, I think it was like 2 uses after that, I finished this one up. This has been kicking around under my sink forever. So I'm really glad that I finally got that one done. And to replace that, I'm actually going to roll in another face mask that I've found under my sink. This is the Mary Kay Time-Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. This is a airless pump, and the packaging is like completely opaque. You can't see through it. So the only way that I can see or sense where this is like based on weight. And I think it is starting to get lighter. So I'm hoping that there's not that much left in here. I'm going to basically put this in the place of this, so I'll be using it maybe like once a week, and hopefully I can get through it pretty quickly and have it done and dusted and roll in another facial mask. Nail polishes. I thought that I might have been really close to having one of these finished, but it didn't happen. So the first one, my Sally Hansen Natural Nail Growth Revitalizer. I think because this product is so liquidy, it just takes forever to get through. And you know, when I do use it, I don't use much of it because it is so liquid. But I did use 0.67 of a gram of this product this month. It's probably going to take me most of the year to get through this. Even I was using this pretty regularly, and it hasn't even like dropped past my line from last month. So I don't know, I would really like it to be used up pretty quickly, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Then my Ciate Ferris Wheel Mini Nail Polish. If you can see there, I dropped quite a considerable amount again this month, and if I keep tracking the way I'm going, I think I'll either have this completely finished in March, or I will be extremely close to having this finished. This is already at the point where I pretty much have to tip it on the side to be able to get enough nail polish out to paint my nails. You know, I'm getting really close, and as I've said previously in last month's update, I have to put about 3 coats of this on for it to be like full opacity when I paint my nails. So I am getting through this one pretty quickly because the formula is not the best. Essie base coat, this dropped by 0.27 of a gram, and again, it has not dropped enough for me to remark it. Very disappointing. I'm sitting at probably, it's still just over halfway. The Seche Vite top coat, I dropped this one by 0.66 of a gram. This is getting very thick and gloopy. I would like to have this one done very soon because it is getting so thick and gloopy. But it will probably take maybe another 2 months before it's finished. It is almost getting to the point where it's too thick to use, so I'm not quite sure. If you guys know of an easy way to like kind of revive nail polishes, please let me know down in the comments box so I can at least get this one, you know, a little bit thinner so it's easier to use before I completely finish it up, because at the moment it's like super thick and gloopy, and when I apply it to my nails it's just so thick that it almost doesn't dry because it's just too thick across the nail. Next up we have my Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Boom Boom Cream, and if you can see on the side here, I've dropped a fairly decent amount. This one, I'm sensing it'll probably be another 2 months. I have rolled in some little samples into my mini marathon challenge, so I'm kind of splitting my time between those and this. So on the days that I'm just not feeling this scent, which is still rarely, I still love this scent, but on days when I'm still not really feeling this scent, I do grab for those other samples that I have in my bathroom at the moment, just to give myself a break of this. But I love this scent. I really like this scent. I think it's a good one. Hair products, I I just want to take this moment to thank all of you that believed in me, because I finally did it. I finally did it. I finished this one. I finally finished up the TRESemmé Heat Protectant, and I am so proud of myself. I am over the moon. I cannot believe that I finally did this. This took me like over a year, I think like a year and a half or something to get through. It took me a very long time to figure out a way that I liked to use this, because I don't often heat style my hair. So just incorporating this into like a regular routine, it took me a while to get used to it. And I want to say, this is kind of like my reasoning. This product right here is like one of my reasons why I'm so persistent with products sometimes. I know a lot of you sometimes can get really frustrated with me not just giving up on a product, but this product right here is a testament to why I will persevere, and sometimes I will hate pan until I find a way that I like to use a product. So I find that there's always a way in some form that I will find a way that I like to use a product. And this is it right here. I really didn't like this product. I thought it was a waste of my time. I wasn't using it for a very, very long time, but I persisted. I continued to use it. I continued to try different ways that I liked to use it, or test out ways I liked to use it. And I finally found a way that I really liked to incorporate this on a regular basis. And because I was so persistent, I was able to completely use it up. I didn't waste it, and I'm actually really proud of myself for persevering. And you know, at the start there, yes, I was hate panning this because I didn't enjoy the product, but by the time I came to finishing it, I actually really enjoy this product, almost to the point where I'm like, should I repurchase this? I won't repurchase it, but you know, I think that's a testament to my style of panning. And you know, my style of panning doesn't work for a lot of people, but it works for me. And because I am so driven to like getting my money's worth and being very conscious with my shopping and my purchases, I do that to myself. So it's kind of a way of punishing myself, but also a way of being a little bit more creative with the way I do my beauty routine. So it's like a double, triple, multi-pronged approach. I think, you know, if you're spending a lot of money, and I personally don't have a lot of people in my life that I can just give makeup to or give hair products to, so I am just not that way inclined to just throw products out. If I've purchased it, I think I need to actually put my money where my mouth is and use it. And that's just my opinion. That's my approach to project panning. If you don't like it, that's okay. I know it's not for everyone, my style of panning. And then we have my Lush No Drought Dry Shampoo. This month I dropped this one by 5.34 grams, which I think is a really decent amount. I'm almost at the point where you can see the level of the product under the sticker, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I'm continuing to use this. I don't think this is the best dry shampoo. I've mentioned this before, but if you're in a pinch, or if your hair, I sometimes push my hair to the point of, you know, it really, really needs a wash. This is only good for me probably like the day before that day, or 2 days before that day, that point. When it's at the point where it's like really, really needs a wash, I can't quite use this to bring my hair back to life. This doesn't really do it. It needs to be used before it gets to that point. Hope that makes sense. And last but not least, in the hair category, because I've completely skipped over lip products, I don't know what I'm doing today. This is the Wave Spray. This has dropped by 2.91 grams, and this is going to be a slow and steady one. This, again, this is my new version of my TRESemmé Heat Protectant. This is the new version of that. Just figuring out a way that I like to use this. I often spray this in my hair after I've curled it, but sometimes I find it gives my hair almost like a sticky texture, and I don't love that. So still trying to figure out a way that I like to use this. I don't know, maybe I need to use it when my hair's wet or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I really like the scent that this leaves. I really like the scent that this leaves on my hair. That's one really good thing about it. And I'm rolling in a new hair care product. So to replace my heat protectant, I'm rolling in another heat protectant. This is the Juice Volume Boost Double Up UV Thermal Protectant. I am about halfway on this one. I think I have another bottle of this hiding somewhere. I've been using this in my hair over the last week. It seems to be all right. It's a heat protectant. It says it also adds volume, body, and texture. So it's kind of a multi-purpose product. Hoping I can get through this one fairly quickly, and you're going to be here for the ride. You're going to be kicking along for the ride. If I keep track of this one, it'll be a good idea for the other bottle. I'm not quite sure where the other bottle is, but I'm sure I have 2 bottles of this around. So that's that one. And because I'm such a fool and I jumped over the lip products, we're going to go back to lip products. So I have 3 lip products in this project pan at the moment, 1 being a lip gloss and 2 lipsticks. First up, we have our lip gloss. This is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Scene Stealer. And this one hasn't dropped that much this month because, as I said before, I had a fortnight off work, and this has been my lip gloss that I've left in my handbag for work retouches because I wasn't at work for half the month. I didn't get to use this that often. And then we have my Hourglass Confession lipstick. Once again, this has dropped by a little bit. This past month, I'm so dirty on myself because I broke it. But we still have a little nub left. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there. I think I'm getting really, really close on this one. Probably another 2 months on this one, I think. And with my Mary Kay, this is the Lip Suede in Rosé Blush. I think, I feel this one will probably be maybe 3 months before I have it finished, but there's still a fairly decent amount on that one. They've both dropped by a good amount over the past month. I'm happy with the progress I'm making on both of these lipsticks. And the way I'm tracking, I'm on target for having a decent amount of lipsticks used up in 2021, I think. I want to have maybe like 5 or 6 full-size lipsticks used up in 2021, especially my Hourglass ones, because as I've mentioned previously, they are starting to go bad a little bit. Yes, I've definitely updated on everything. I always forget something. So far I have 2 empties. I'm tracking pretty well. So 2 empties, 1 product I've hit pan on, and I'm getting really close to a number of other ones. Getting close on my nail polish, my concealer, my 2 foundations, even my Mallee Pore Defender. I think I'll have that one done in a couple of months. I'm tracking really well in this project. As always, I think my goal for this project for 2021 again will be 50 products. That's normally my goal in this project. If I get more than that, that would be awesome. But yeah, 50 products is usually my standard goal for the Team Project Pan. And I think it's really doable. It's always really doable. If you are doing a project pan, let me know down in the comments box how you're going, or if you are playing along at home and focusing on any of your products, let me know how you are going. While you're down there, make sure you click all those other YouTube buttons, like this video, subscribe to my channel. You can also join my membership and upload this video while you're down there. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope that you're having an absolutely amazing day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.